And how have you been feeling?
I'm doing well. Today was my best day in about 7, so I'm feeling good. Thank you.
Good deal. Okay, here we go. I now call the public meeting, the public hearing to order.
Okay, Amber's gonna take over the screen so we can kind of see the PowerPoint. The very first maintenance and operations of about 244. See if I don't want to bring someone in to repair. We could go and take contracted service and move it over to supplies. It just makes it easier on them. So we are approved by fund and function. All right, so instruction, we have $8,842,925 in our instruction budget. So that's function 11. As you can see, that's where the bulk of our money is. And then we come down to our maintenance and operations. That's our next biggest one, and that's $1,732,250. That's what I'm proposing tonight as our budget. And so we would in 199 so that's security in both places. Data processing, we usually go and have a budget amendment to I'm thinking, but I keep $5,000 in 49 chapter 41 and quite a few years. I think the last payment we made was in 2011 or 12. And then our co and extracurricular, that's our band, that's our athletics, that's our drill team, that's our UIL, academics, that's all those things. That's and then our general administration, which is our central office, $894,000. Are there any questions on this? So that's what our budget would look like for Fund 199. It's a total of $16,166,140. Service expenditure report. This one here is it's raised up a little bit to a total of $777,900. One function, 35. That's where all your food service goes into, and you can see, it's $390,000 in payroll, $356,950 in supplies, but it's pretty well stays pretty well the same. We're going free meals again this year, and so hopefully last year, 2 years ago, we started going down and we due to COVID, and then last year we kind of stayed almost the same where we're at. We could lose a little bit of money again this last year, but again, that's with numbers. Hopefully, I'm projecting our numbers to go back up. That's what it's looking like in the first few weeks, and hopefully that's where we can maintain that. Our debt service expenditure report. This is where we're going to look at the prepayment, which this number could change. It'll stay. We can adopt it right here, and if we decide to pay off the bond early, then we could adopt a budget amendment to raise it up. Any questions on any of these? Again, we'll talk about this in the special meeting, and we'll 99. We're looking to adopt 199 fund 11, 12, 13, 21 all the way down by these same exact numbers as what will be discussed in the special meeting. Same thing with food service. Same thing with debt service, but we could make a decision, and then that's it for the presentation. Any questions? If not, thank you.
Teresa, thanks for bringing the steak and lobster tonight. It looks delicious, and I just.
Hey, Bear, it's a little.
I had butter. I just can't get that smell of that garlic butter out of my nose. Can't wait. It's gonna be a real treat, everybody. call this meeting of the Columbus Independent School District to order. Let the record show that a quorum of board members is present. This meeting has been duly called, and that notice of this meeting has been posted in accordance with Texas Opens Meeting Act, Texas Government Code, Chapter 551. We'll start out first with an open forum.
There's none.
Nobody's here. Okay. So then we'll move on to item 3, which is discussion and possible action to adopt the 2021-2022 budget by fund and function. Mr. Leopold.
Okay, it's pretty fresh in our minds, and so I didn't do a presentation for this one because it was just there. So what I'm asking you to do is to adopt a 199 budget, which is a total of $11,166,140, and then by fund and function, which adopted by function 11, $8,842,925, function 12, $150,450, function 13, $239,400, function 21, $231,900, function 23, $1,139,150, function 31, $513,450, function 33, $146,200, function 34, $736,750, function 51, $1,732,250, function 52, $83,000, function 53, $268,000, 81, $10,000, function 91, $5,000, and function 99, $285,000, and then food service, function 35, which is fund 240, function 71, $1,245,000. So if you have any questions, please just ask me.
No questions? We'll need a motion.
I move to approve the budget for 2021-2022 by fund and function as presented.
George makes a motion. Scott seconds. All in favor, raise your right hand. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Budget's passed. So now we're going to go to we're going to skip over item 4 and 5 for right now and go to item 6, which is closed session. So the board will now adjourn into executive sessions authorized by Texas Opens Meeting Act Government Code Section 551-001. Could everybody except Scott, please? Okay, we're going to resume from closed session, and we're going to go to number 4, discussion of a possible defeasance payment on the 2006 bond. Mr. Leopold?
All right, just wanted to talk about this for a second, just something considering just making an early payment on our bond indebtedness. So just want to make a payment on that. Hopefully y'all approve of that. I mean, it's just a discussion right now. It's not something we're deciding right now, but it's just a good time for us to go ahead and make a prepayment on some of our bonds.
Any other questions? If not, we'll move on to item 5, discussion of possible action to approve the final budget amendment for the 2020-21 school year budget. Mr. Leopold.
All right, our budget's in pretty good shape again this year. One thing that was gonna just increase our budget in a couple areas, because one thing that did not plan on $48,000 worth of facilities use. So that was just amazing this year. Talked to Coach Schobel, and I know that was one of those things that, when we have these facilities use, we have a lot of expenses come out because we have to pay workers to work these games. And one of the private schools that use our facilities quite often made a late payment. So it increased our late payment of like $10,000. And so what I wanted to do was add $7,500 to the function 36, and then add $2,500 to the other $2,500 of that $10,000 late payment was to 51 maintenance operations. It's going to be more than that but that's what I want to do, because that would pay off the the custodials, staff that would work and things like that. But then another one that we had was penalties and interest on property taxes. We have $104,000 in penalties and interest paid on property tax. Something that I don't know until people pay their taxes. And so was wanting to increase that because we had a lot of late things in maintenance and operations that were going on. We had the floor put in, we had carpet put in the high school and some other offices. So just to make sure we can cover those costs, the total of $60,000 to plant maintenance operations, $15,000 to instruction, $5,000 to counseling, and the $15,000 to instruction is, we made a large payment on teaching services, and then on Odyssey Ware and things like that. And then data processing, I know that we made a late purchase of, let me get this, a card reader. And so just wanted to, I mean, we had it, but just wanted to make sure. And then for some reason, the on behalf, which is that flow through line of $3,000, just wanted to up it in 53. Some reason I was off on those numbers. I mean, I could cover it, but it's just a flow through line. It's not anything that deals with our budget. It doesn't go into fund balance. It doesn't come out of fund balance. It's just a flow through. However much we charge, however much gets charged to us, we get the money, same money back. So it's a even match. So any questions on that? I put the updated one because I brought this to the board meeting, printed out and gave it to you because just in case it's anything last minute, because we are doing this basically a week earlier than we do sometimes. Any questions?
If no question, motion.
I'll approve the final budget amendment for the 2021 school year budget.
Brian makes a motion, Scott seconds. All in favor, raise your right hand. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries on the budget amendment. And we've already been through item 6, which is closed session. There was no action on closed session within the items. So with that, meeting is adjourned.